Imagine you walk into your favorite candy store with $1. Last week, that $1 could buy you a whole chocolate bar. But today, surprise. The same chocolate bar now costs $1.50. What just happened? Inflation happened. But don't worry, I'm here to explain it in the simplest way possible. Inflation is when prices of goods and services go up over time. That means the same amount of money buys you less stuff than before. Think of it like this. Imagine a giant balloon. If you keep pumping air into it, it gets bigger and bigger. Inflation is like that, except instead of air, it's the prices of things we buy every day getting pumped up. But wait, inflation doesn't just mean everything is getting more expensive, it also means the value of your money is shrinking over time. So a dollar today might not have the same power as a dollar 5 years from now. Now you might be wondering, why does this happen? Who decides these prices? And is inflation always bad? Let's find out. There are a few reasons why inflation happens. Let's break it down. Imagine you run a lemonade stand, and suddenly 100 people show up, all waving money in the air, desperate to buy your lemonade. You realize, hey, if so many people want my lemonade, I can charge more. So, you raise the price to $2 per cup. This is called demand-pull inflation. When there's too much demand but not enough supply, prices go up. Let's say you're a baker, you make delicious bread, and you sell it for $3 a loaf. But one day, the price of flour doubles. Since you need flour to bake bread, you now have to charge $5 instead of $3. This is called cost-push inflation. When the costs of raw materials or wages go up, businesses raise prices to cover their expenses. Now let's talk about one of the biggest mistakes a country can make: printing too much money. Some governments think, what if we just print more money so everyone can afford things? Sounds great, right? Wrong! If there's too much money and not enough goods, prices skyrocket. This happened in places like Zimbabwe and Venezuela, where money lost almost all its value. Imagine needing $1 million just to buy a loaf of bread. That's called hyperinflation, and it's a disaster. Inflation affects everyone, rich or poor. Here's how. Your money buys less. The same amount of cash gets you fewer things over time. Savings lose value. If you save $1,000 in the bank today and inflation is high, that $1,000 will be worth less in the future. Salaries may not keep up. If prices rise but your paycheck stays the same, life gets harder. Debts get easier to pay. This is a good side of inflation. If you borrowed money, inflation makes that debt smaller in real terms. Now you might be thinking, is inflation always bad? Not necessarily. A little bit of inflation, around 2% per year, is actually good for the economy. It encourages people to spend and invest instead of hoarding cash. But when inflation gets too high, it can lead to a financial crisis. Think of it like salt in food. A little bit makes it better, but too much ruins everything. So how can you make sure inflation doesn't eat away your money? Keeping money in a bank might not be enough. Investing in stocks, real estate, gold, or even businesses can help your money grow faster than inflation. If you know prices will go up, buying certain things early, like non-perishable food, a car, or electronics, can save you money. Learning new skills and finding better-paying jobs can help you stay ahead of rising costs. So let's recap. Inflation is when prices go up over time. It happens when there's too much demand, higher production costs, or too much money printed. It affects how much you can buy with your money. A little inflation is good, but too much is bad. You can fight inflation by investing, spending wisely, and increasing your income. And that's inflation explained like you're 5. Now that you know about inflation, what will you do differently? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more fun and easy economics lessons.